We done functional group. We have completed functional group. This week, Omi, mute yourself. Omi, mute yourself. So this week we will do chemical properties of the carbon compound. In chemical properties of the carbon compound, the first topic which we are going to do is what? We will do combustion. Okay, what is the first topic? First topic is combustion. Now, this topic combustion you have read in class 8. How are you going to define combustion? Anyone? How will you define combustion? Can anyone define combustion? Can anyone define? No one in the class? Okay. Now what is combustion? Combustion is the burning of carbon compound in the presence, all of you note down, okay, in the presence of oxygen to form CO2 and H2O along with evolution of energy in the form of heat and light is called what is called combustion. Note down, all of you. Put it down. So what is combustion? The burning of the carbon compound in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water along with evolution of what? Energy in the form of heat and light. Now here it comes the evolution of energy. That means what? This combustion is what? This combustion is exothermic process. What kind of process it is? It is exothermic process. And what does exothermic means? Exo का मतलब क्या होता है? What does exo means? Exo means exit. It means what? Release. And thermic means what? Thermic means heat. So release of heat. And here evolution of heat is taking place. Energy in the form of heat is released. So combustion is a kind of process where energy will be released in the form of heat and also light. So combustion is exothermic process. Along with exothermic process, the heating is done in the presence of oxygen. So whatever compound is formed, that is formed in the form of the oxide. We are heating carbon compound. Carbon compound, we are talking about the hydrocarbons. And hydrocarbon consists of carbon and hydrogen. So when they will burn in the presence of oxygen, then ultimately what is to be formed? Carbon dioxide, oxides of carbon and oxides of hydrogen will be formed. So carbon dioxide will be formed and water will be formed. Okay, everyone? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So combustion is
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
Combustion is a kind of what? Oxidation reaction. Combustion is what? What is combustion? Combustion is oxidation. Why we are saying oxidation? Why are we saying that this is oxidation? Anyone? Can anyone reply? What is
Ma'am, because it is done in the presence of oxygen.
and the product form are oxide. Whenever oxide will be formed on burning, then that process is called what? Oxidation. Oxidation means what? Addition of oxygen. What does oxidation means? Oxidation means addition of oxygen. So here oxygen is being added to carbon, oxygen is being added to hydrogen. So it is what? It is oxidation process. Okay? Okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll take some examples. Okay, I'm going to take some examples. May I have this board definition? All of you have noted down? All of you have noted? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have not noted, it is present in YouTube. You can check it out from there later on. So, burning of the carbon compound. So, I'm taking some examples. C plus O2, CH4 plus O2, C2H5OH plus O2. Now, all these are examples of what? All these are examples of combustion reaction. All these are example of combustion reaction. Why I am saying that this is example of combustion? Because here the product will be formed only carbon dioxide and water. Okay, no any other product will be formed. If I take carbon, carbon burns in presence of oxygen. So what are you going to get? You are going to get CO2 only. Why only CO2? Because there is no hydrogen here. Since there will be no hydrogens only, what will be formed? Carbon dioxide will be formed. In the second case, what is the name? What is the name of this? What is CH4? Anyone?
Methane.
Very good. This is what? This is methane. So when you burn methane in presence of oxygen, what product is to be formed?
Carbon dioxide and water.
H2O will be formed.
And carbon dioxide and water.
Water. So now you need to balance the equation. Now you need to balance it. So carbon is 1, hydrogen in the reactant side is 4. So to balance it, what you will do? You will put 2 here. Now oxygen this side is 2 and 2, 4. So you'll put 2. An equation should always be a balanced equation. Never write unbalanced equation. Why? Why you should not write unbalanced equation? Anyone? Why you shouldn't write unbalanced equation? Ninth में पढ़े हैं ना आप लोग?
Due to law of conservation of mass.
Yes, to follow the law of conservation of mass. What does law of conservation of mass states? What does law of conservation of mass states? Anyone?
Mass
can neither be created nor be destroyed chemically.
Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Total mass of reactant is equal to the product. Before and after the reaction, it is same. Mass remain conserved. This was the statement. Mass always remain conserved in a chemical reaction. It means that nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Okay. So what is the name of this one? What is the name of this compound?
Ethanol.
Ethanol. Very good. This is what? This is ethanol. Now what will you get? On hitting it in the presence of oxygen, what are you going to get?
Carbon dioxide and water.
CO2 and water. The product is fixed in combustion. Okay, you can see when you have burned on combustion of methane, you get carbon dioxide and water. On combustion of ethanol also you are getting carbon dioxide and water. But you need to balance it. Balance करना होगा. Total number of hydrogen in the reactant side, how much? What is the total number of hydrogen this side, in the reactant side? Tell me.
5. 6.
5 plus 1, 6. So in order to balance hydrogen, carbon is 2. Carbon is 2, so put 2 here. Now oxygen, C for oxygen. So how many oxygen? 4 and 3, 7. तो यहाँ पर हम 3 डाल देंगे. If you put 3 here, then 3, 2, 6 and 1 here, 7. It is balanced now. Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
write down some more reactions I am giving you. Write down those reactions. C2H4 plus O2. C2H2 plus O2. What is this compound? What is this
Ethene.
compound? Huh?
Ethene.
Methane.
This is ethene. And what about this one? Which compound is this?
Methane. Ethine.
Ethine.
So write down the product and balance the equation. Write down the product and balance the equation. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. Do it quickly. Okay, Kriti. Kriti,
Yes, ma'am.
show your notebook. Show me your notebook. Yes. Have you written? But it's not clear. You have written 2O2. C2. ऊपर वाला क्या है? Is it balanced? No, I don't think it is balanced. Kriti, is oxygen balanced? This is not correct. This is not correct. Smriti. Smriti.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done? Smriti.
Yes, ma'am.
Show me beta.
मैम नीचे वाला बैलेंस नहीं हो रहा.
That's why I have given you this equation. Show me what you have done. Show me what you have done.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Who has balanced the equation? Anyone who has balanced it?
मैम सेकंड वाला नहीं हो रहा.
First वाला हो गया. Smriti, show me your notebook. Kasik, have you done? Kasik,
मैम सेकंड वाला नहीं हो रहा.
first one you have done.
Yes, ma'am.
Show me. First one you have done. How many oxygen it is? 4 and 2, 6. Okay, H4 है. Where you have written Kasik? I'm not getting. Okay, 2H2O. 2H2O. So all of you have done this one. All of you have done this one. What you will write?
Yes, ma'am.
CO2 and H2O. Product will be what? Product will be CO2 and H2O. Now you need to balance the equation. Okay. So what it will be? It will be 2. सबसे पहले कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन को हम लोग बैलेंस कर लेंगे, then we'll see for oxygen. So 2 carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Now 4 and 2, 6. So this one is easy to balance. Now for the second one, for ethine, product will be same, CO2 plus what? H2O. Okay, CO2 and H2O. Now carbon is 2 and hydrogen already here is 2. Now oxygen is how much oxygen is there? 4 and 1, 5. So can you write down like this 5 by 2? Now it will be balanced or not? Smriti and Kasik?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when such type of balancing is there, then for oxygen you can use this method. Okay, one more question I am giving you, try it. One more question. All of you have noted, I think all of you must have noted it. Now, do it. Do it quickly. Is everyone trying? Switch on your videos. All of you switch on your videos. All the time I am telling you switch on your videos, please. Class. Omi, have you done?
Yes, ma'am. बना रही हूँ.
I want to see notebook of Omi and Megha. Omi and Megha. Megha, are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Show me your notebook, both of you. Megha. First of all, what you will do? You will write down the product. What product are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Carbon dioxide and water.
I'm carbon dioxide and water.
Okay, this is fixed, carbon dioxide and water. Now what you need to do? You need to balance carbon and balance hydrogen. So for balancing carbon, what you will write?
4 on the product side.
Here. And what about hydrogen?
5 on the product side.
Now how many oxygen is there? How many oxygen?
13.
Huh?
13.
13 oxygen
13.
is there. 8
Yes,
and
ma'am.
5, 13. So what for oxygen you will write?
13 by 2.
13 by 2.
13 by 2. यहाँ पे
13 by 2.
13 by 2. Now it is balanced.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many of you have done similar way? How many of you have done similarly? Okay, very good. Okay, 9 of you out of 23. Next question. One more question. C6H6. What is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? Do you remember the name?
Benzene.
Yes, very good. This is benzene. Do you remember the structure of benzene? How many of you remember the structure of benzene? Nobody. That means you are not practicing. Practice well. The structure was like this now. Alternate double bond. There was alternate double bond. It was like this, which can also be written like this. Now you remember? You will practice this structure. This is what? Cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbon. Cyclic unsaturated. Example of cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbon. Now what product will be formed here?
Ma'am, CO2 plus H2O.
Good. CO2 plus H2O. Now next you need to balance carbon and hydrogen. So what you will do?
Ma'am, on the product side, 6 CO2 plus 3 H2O.
Okay, after 6 CO2 and 3 H2O. Now how many oxygen in the product side?
Ma'am,
15.
15.
15.
15. 12 and 3, 15. So for oxygen, balancing of oxygen, what are you going to do?
Ma'am,
15
15
by
by
15 by
2.
2.
15 by 2. Correct? How many of you have done this? Raise your hand, those who have completed. Okay, 13. Still 8 of you are not able to do. कौन है वो 8? इसको नहीं आ रहा है. नाम नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे, कौन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. रियांश, सोनी, प्रिया रंजन, क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है आप लोगों को? So I hope this point is clear. आगे बढ़े हम लोग, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So combustion reaction, whenever there will be combustion reaction of any carbon or carbon compound, then ultimately the product which is going to be formed is what? That will be carbon dioxide and water.
water.
Now we have got two types of compound. Here only we were discussing about the combustion. So in combustion we have got two types. So we will talk about two types of compound. One is saturated hydrocarbon. Another one is what? Unsaturated hydrocarbon. Now, this combustion is also taking place in two types. What are the two ways? One is a blue flame. Another one is yellow, sooty flame. So we have to read combustion under two headings. एक minute. One minute. Oh, where are you able to see my video? Where I have?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I am not getting my video. Wait a minute. So combustion, we are getting two types of combustion. One is with blue flame, another one is yellow sooty flame. So when you will get a blue flame you will get blue flame when you have got what? Complete combustion. When there is complete combustion, then you will get what? You will get blue flame. And when there is incomplete combustion, in case of incomplete combustion, you will get yellow sooty flame. Now tell me when you will get a complete combustion and when you will get incomplete combustion. What are the conditions for complete combustion? बताइए. What are the different conditions that is needed for a complete combustion? This is a topic from class 8. Anyone?
There should be presence of oxygen.
There should be what? There should be presence of oxygen. And what else?
There should be combustible material
Okay, combustible material. So these
and
are the two.
ignition temperature.
Ignition temperature is also needed. So two essential things that is most importantly required is what? Combustible substance and presence of oxygen. Now first of all we'll say that out of saturated and unsaturated, which is more combustible? Which is more combustible out of saturated and unsaturated? So you must know saturated and unsaturated. In saturated hydrocarbon, the percentage of carbon is less कंबशन किसका होता है? कार्बन के कंपाउंड का, ठीक है। तो इन सैचुरेटेड कंपाउंड द परसेंटेज ऑफ कार्बन इज व्हाट? कार्बन इज लेस as compared to what? As compared to unsaturated hydrocarbon. Can you find out the percentage, class? Can you find out the percentage? पता है क्या है फॉर्मूला? What is the formula for finding out percentage of element in a compound is equal to, do you remember now what it will be? Mass of element by mass of compound into 100. याद आ रहा है ये? Where have you read this? Do you remember or not? चलो ठीक है, अगर
Yes, ma'am.
क्लास 9th में आपने पढ़ा है, एटम्स मॉलिक्यूल्स में आपने पढ़ा है ये percentage of, what is the percentage of element in a given compound? If you have to find out, you will use this formula, and this relates to what? Law of constant proportion, law of definite proportion. Now do you remember? So suppose
Yes, ma'am.
of one saturated hydrocarbon, that is CH4. If I take CH4, तो percentage निकाल लीजिए जरा आप लोग, percentage of carbon in CH4 will be equal to what? Tell me. It will be equal to what? Anyone? क्या हो जाएगा? क्या है?
75%.
CH4 में कार्बन कितना है? इसका मास क्या है कार्बन का?
12.
12 plus 4 ना, तो हम यहाँ क्या लिखेंगे? 12 by 16 into 100.
Ma'am, 75%.
Okay, it will be what? It will be 75%. And similarly, we will find out for ethene. Okay, find out for ethene percentage of carbon in C2H4. निकालो जरा क्या आएगा? Find it out quickly. What it will be? कार्बन कितना हो जाएगा? What will be the mass of carbon? Anyone please?
Ma'am, 24.
Divided by
28.
28.
into what? 100. So what is
100.
the percentage? What is the percentage?
Ma'am, 85.7%.
85 now.
5 point. Yes, ma'am.
7%. So which one is having more percentage?
C2H4.
And C2H4.
C2H4 is having more percentage. More will be the amount of carbon, lesser will be the combustion.